All right, picture this. It's January 2026. It's supposed to be peak placement season on college campuses across India. But something's off. For decades, the path was clear, right? You'd learn some Java, crush an aptitude test, and bam, a mass recruiter like TCS or Infosys would scoop you up along with 50,000 other students. This year, though, it's quiet. Eerily quiet. Hiring numbers have plummeted, offer letters are stuck in limbo, and you can just feel the anxiety in the air.
So, naturally, this is the question on everyone's mind. With the big names, the giants of the industry, hitting the brakes, is it over? Is that dream of a stable, high-growth tech career in India just gone? It's a really scary thought. I get it, especially for the millions of students who've bet their entire futures on this path.
But here's the twist. The answer is a hard no. The dream is absolutely not over. It's just moved to a new address. See, while those traditional service companies are laying low, a whole different breed of company is hiring like crazy. And not just hiring, they're paying triple the salary and looking for a completely different kind of talent.
So who are these new recruiters changing the game? Well, we're talking about a massive, fundamental shift in the industry. It's a move away from the household names we all know towards something called Global Capability Centers. Let's break down exactly what that means.
Okay, so let's get this straight right away. A GCC is not some outsourced vendor you pass work off to. No. Think of them as the actual in-house tech engine for global titans like JP Morgan, Walmart, or even Mercedes-Benz. They are right here in India building the mission-critical products that power their entire global business. They're the real deal.
And this slide just lays it all out perfectly. The old model, the service company model, was all about volume. It was a numbers game. Hire thousands of people as cheaply as possible to maintain old code and run tests. But the new GCC model? It's all about impact. They're hiring a smaller number of highly skilled people to build brand new, cutting-edge products right from scratch. It's a complete flip.
So you might be wondering, why is this happening? This huge shift from a volume game to an impact game isn't just a random trend. There are some really powerful economic forces at play here, completely rewriting the rulebook for the tech industry in 2026.
And wow, this chart says it all, doesn't it? On one side, you have service companies, maybe offering a starting salary of 4 to 6 lakhs, but then you look at the GCs. We're talking 18 to 22 lakhs for a skilled fresher. That is a massive difference, and it proves a crucial point. They're not paying you for the hours you put in. They're paying you for the impact you can make.
So why the big change right now? Well, it really boils down to two huge reasons. First, the whole idea of cost arbitrage is pretty much dead. AI can now spit out basic code for next to nothing anywhere on Earth. So the old model of outsourcing just to save money, it doesn't make sense anymore. And second, the world's perception of India has changed. Global companies don't just see cheap labor anymore, they see a powerhouse for high-skill, top-tier R&D talent. Okay, this all sounds incredible, right? Higher salaries, more meaningful work, what's not to love? So why are so many students still finding it hard to land these amazing jobs? Well, it's because there's this huge critical skills gap. Honestly, most people are still preparing for the jobs of 2016, not the jobs of 2026.
And this is exactly where the disconnect happens. The old service companies used aptitude tests as a filter, speed math, logic puzzles. A simple library management system project was good enough. But GCCs, they couldn't care less about that stuff. Their filter is all about real-world problem-solving using deep knowledge of data structures and algorithms. They want to see complex, intelligent projects that use live APIs or integrate AI models. It's a different league.
And if I had to point to the one thing, the single biggest gap that separates the people who get these incredible offers from those who don't, it's this: system design. It is without a doubt the most critical and most overlooked skill out there.
Now, you might hear system design and think that's only for senior architects. But nope. Even junior engineers interviewing at GCCs get asked questions like, hey, how would you design a URL shortener? They don't expect a perfect, flawless answer. What they're testing for is your thought process. Can you think about the big picture? Do you understand how all the pieces, databases, caches, servers, actually fit together to make something work?
Okay, so we've identified the problem. We know where the gap is. Now, let's talk about the solution. Let's lay out a super clear, actionable plan that you can use to get ready and absolutely crush a GCC interview in the next 3 months.
So, seriously, stop grinding those outdated aptitude tests. Your time is better spent here. Here's your 3-step plan. 1. Master a backend language. And I mean master it. Go deep with something like Java and Spring Boot. Don't just learn the syntax. Understand how memory works, how threading works. 2. Learn the fundamentals of system design. You need to understand concepts like load balancing, caching with Redis, database sharding. Learn to think like an architect, not just a coder. And finally, step 3, build just one, an intelligent project. Build something cool that plugs into an AI API from Gemini or DeepSeek. Show them you can build for the world of today, not yesterday.
This right here is the new reality. The whole game has shifted from quantity to quality. It's not about being one faceless hire in a crowd of 50,000 anymore. It's about proving you have the high-impact skills to be one of the top 500 that they're really looking for.
So look, don't waste time panicking that the old doors are closing. If you're going to panic, panic about not being ready for the new, much, much better doors that are swinging wide open. The high-paying, high-impact jobs are out there. They're real. The only question left is, are you ready to level up and claim one?